Someone I've talked to and known for almost 3 years was just suspended from eBay for doing something they had no clue was against the rules. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about suspensions. Someone I've talked to for quite some time was just suspended from eBay for doing something that most people should understand and know is against the policy. So I think we should go into details on what you shouldn't do, things that I personally know people who have been suspended for doing. Now, my friend was suspended for exchanging emails and talking about meeting outside of eBay over an item that he had listed. Now, he had no intentions of actually selling it offline, but somebody local was interested and wanted to see it. He got suspended for trying to share his email. Now, you can't send a normal email, so he actually went in and had to go ahead and put DOT instead of dot and spell out some of the words to get the email out there. The reason you can't send email because you can't do that sort of thing. So don't try to avoid it at all. This will cost him money, revenue, income coming in for a whole week where he can't do anything. So you can't do anything with it. He can't even respond to email messages. Now, in this case, he did break the rules. We talked for quite some time over this, actually. So it was very upsetting. They need the money coming in for his family. He's married and he has kids. He needs the revenue coming in to cover his bills. He needs to be able to feed his kids. So not following the rules cost him a huge chunk of change out of his pocket. Following the rules on any platform is one of the key essential things you have to do. Now, you don't have to like the rules. You don't have to agree with the rules, but you have to follow them. It's not my platform, it's not yours, it's theirs. We have to follow the rules if we want to play in their game. Unfortunately, that's the case. Again, I don't agree with a lot of the rules and decisions that a lot of these sites make, but that's their rules. I work with them, I live by them, I follow them to the T every single chance I get. Follow the rules. Avoid stuff that's going to get you in trouble, especially if this is your only form of revenue. With this case, this is considered selling off eBay. You don't even have to actually have sold the item. It just has to appear as if you tried to for you to get in trouble for doing this. So if you want to meet somebody and the item isn't sold, don't ever exchange any information about that. I personally would never meet or talk to anybody whatsoever prior to the item actually being sold on eBay. Now, we've received dozens and dozens of people sending me emails trying to get me to contact them off eBay, offering to save me all these listing fees with eBay and the whole works, final value fees, by contacting them directly. I don't do that. I have never done that. I would never recommend doing it. Stay away from anything like that. That will get you shut down immediately. Not only that, they could levy final value fees on you for that item, even if you didn't sell it. That is in the user agreement. So again, don't do it. Now let's address some of the other reasons you could get suspended on eBay very easily. Now the top one in my book, not in eBay's apparently, is threats. If you make a threat through eBay's system, they are supposed to take action, especially if it's like a threat of life or something like that. My wife was threatened while I was out of town. She had a really nasty person. We ended up calling the police and the whole works. It took eBay quite some time to do anything about it, even though it went through their system and the threats were clearly available to see for anybody at eBay because, again, he used eBay's email system. He emailed through the system. But this happened a while ago, and if I remember right, we actually had to supply a police report for them to take any form of action, even though the act the person did was clearly available for them to see in the safety department. Another thing that can get you instantly suspended is violating the VeRO program. Now, the VeRO program is basically a copyright program where a company, a business, a person who owns rights to something can claim that immediately by putting their information into eBay's program. Now, you don't have to be in the VeRO program to VeRO somebody, though. Richard Pryor's estate is one example of that. We had some CBS authorized photos of Richard Pryor from the 70s that we had up, and they VeRO'd me. They weren't in the program at the time, but they still were able to pull my items and get me a ding at that point on my account. So you never know what's going to happen with that. Rule of thumb is to be careful. Make sure you check that out. Things like using the word Velcro or onesie in your listing can get you dinged immediately. They scan for those words every single day. Chanel is another one I've run into issues with, as have many other people that I know as well. There are many items that may be marked Chanel that may not actually be Chanel. Now, it doesn't matter that you didn't know that. They can still claim it no matter what. So ignorance of any of the rules or ignorance of knowing if something's real or not is on you. If you mess up, it's your fault and you can be suspended, dinged, or even removed from the platform. This goes right along with selling fake items. If you're selling fake items, that can get you boosted as well. That may take a little longer for eBay to catch on, but again, once they figure it out, you're gone. There's no suspension. There's no, hey, we'll give you another chance. Chances are you'll be cut immediately, just like the VeRO program. Say you got dinged once for Velcro, a couple months down the road, you do it again. That could be enough to get you pulled from the platform as well. Having terrible feedback is another thing that can get you removed from the platform. Not only will bad feedback or bad customer service in general lower your standing on feedback, it could also cost you money. If you're below standards, they can levy a fee, an increase in final value fees on every item you sell until you get back up to the standard level on it. So again, there's many different things you got to watch out for. One big one is not shipping your stuff on time. You can lower your matrix enough to hurt your store. You can lower it enough where people leave bad feedback, and then you get dinged, and then it falls into you getting suspended or even removed from the platform. Ship everything out right away. Don't ever wait on something. So if you have a stated time frame, ship within that time frame. Now, we always ship Monday through Friday and on Sunday, regardless of being required to or not. We make sure it goes out within those required times. We've stated the policy. If you can't ship something out within your stated time frame, change your stated time frame. It will save you a world of pain from getting in trouble for not shipping within those time frames. Probably one of the biggest reasons, though, is just simply not paying your bill. If you don't pay your bill, they will suspend your account. They will stop you from listing. If you don't pay it for the second month, they will probably shut down all of your listings. So again, follow the rules, follow the procedures, do what you're supposed to do. It's their site. It is not ours. They own it. It's personal property of theirs. If they want something specific done, they are legally allowed to state certain things they want us to do to follow. That's the rules. That's the law. That's how business in general works. Again, I don't like a lot of what they do, a lot of the decisions or rules we have to follow, but that's what it is. But I follow them because this puts a roof over my head. This feeds my kids. This feeds my wife and family. This supplies me with transportation. I pay my bills with it, everything. My income is based on this, so I can't afford to risk it. I've paid attention to all the rules. I follow them. I meet every deadline, everything that I've posted or eBay has posted. It's the only way to play it safe. So you're not sitting in a 7-day penalty box where you can't make any money like my friend. Again, this should be a wake-up call to many people not to break the rules. Now, you might get a VeRO sometimes. That stuff does happen. As long as you don't do it repeatedly, you should be okay. You can argue some of them, especially if they're not listed on the VeRO page. eBay has a massive VeRO page that's growing day by day. So just pay attention. That's all you got to do. Just follow the simple rules that you should know already anyway. So just follow the rules. But anyway, that's what I have for you today. Hopefully that gives you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Checking out the news about Hot Wheels.
An 80s Firebird. It's a Hot Wheels Hot One. Hot Ones, what's that? That's news. Gold colored mags. Check those racing axles. Goes really fast. Check it out.
Hot Wheels are checking out.
Yeah!
Hot Wheels Hot Ones 80s Firebird. Some cars not for use with some sets. New from Hot Wheels by Mattel.